Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to I Jump Instead. Welcome to this amazing 20-minute rebounding routine where we're going to use the efficiency of the rebounder to stretch and strengthen our entire bodies. I love rebounding so much because the rebounder accepts us for exactly the way that we are. And so no matter how we're feeling or just how we're looking, we can get on a rebounder and our rebounder takes us and loves us and strengthens us and makes us feel better and makes us feel more mobile and gives us exactly what we need on an individual basis too, because every body needs something different and the rebounder knows what you need and will fix it for you. I mean, I know that might not sound like it's possible, but when you start to bounce on your rebounder, then you start to become one with your rebounder, and then your rebounder starts to work on the inside for you. And so we all get to have this benefit, and I'm obsessed with it because it's for every body, for all ages, at any time in the day, in any outfit. And so we're taking advantage. We're all gonna jump together today for 20 minutes, and we're gonna feel amazing during class, afterwards, and every day because we're committing to jumping instead. So let's go ahead and get started and get on our rebounders. Now we need to have a handlebar because the handlebar is a performance bar. And so we can do more with the rebounder handlebar to hold onto and to keep us upright, to help us activate our core, and then to be able to stretch and turn and twist and lean our bodies in different directions with maximum safety. So make sure that the handlebar is right about your waist. It might have to be a little lower or higher depending on the adjustments, so you're gonna have to figure out which position is best for you. My bounce speed might be a little bit different than your bounce speed, but work with your rebounder because it's this up and down motion where you are working with your rebounder where all the magic happens. We don't want you to feel like you need to be ahead or you can't go slower. We want you to work with your body, with your pace, so that you get maximum results. I'm going barefoot today, but shoes are excellent as well. It's just a preference. When you wear shoes, your feet are bigger, and so you have more mat space to grip, and then you can also have, it's a really cool way to use the rebounder mat with shoes on. So either way is fantastic. Now let's go ahead and relax our bodies. We're gonna close our jaw because that's excellent mouth posture. We wanna push the tongue up to the roof of the mouth, close the jaw, relax the eye muscles, and then just baby bounce here in a standing posture. We can work in many different posture positions, standing positions. We can have our feet wider. We can also practice having our feet a little bit more closer together, and we can have our feet as wide as possible depending on how wide our mat is, and we can strengthen our ankles and our knees and our hips in all of the different positions. And then we can find the position that feels best for us and do most of our rebounding in that position. So we're nose breathing gently, we're gently bouncing, our feet are grounded on the mat. Let's go ahead and lift up our chest here, feel our core come into a contraction to support the back. We want to have excellent posture here, lift it up through the spine and encouraging better posture, and so that we can stand taller and keep our spine nice and straight. Let's go ahead and take one hand off of the handlebar, and we're gonna twist open, and we're gonna maintain this excellent posture with the jaw closed. And we're gonna pull the shoulder open here and feel the spinal twist, feel the back stretching, and then we're gonna maintain this good posture, switch sides, open up to the other side here. And we're gonna notice that we're breathing very calmly, very shallow. Not shallow, but very low and slow. There's no need to be breathing nice and deep. We just wanna be breathing calmly and naturally. Let's go ahead and twist again to the side, and this time, let's turn our head a little bit more, stretching our neck. One of the most important things when we're rebounding is to just be feeling our body as we're bouncing, because so much is happening with every bounce. And when we are in our bodies, mind to body connection, then we go in and we actually connect and we feel. If we're thinking about other things, we're listening to music, we might be missing opportunities to be feeling all of these amazing massaging, the massage that's happening with this up and down motion. Let's go ahead and tilt our head down here very gently, very safely. Now your feet are grounding and you feel the stretching happening in your upper back, and then let's lift the head up and just tilt it gently to the side here, and then gently to the other side. Perfect. Let's take our one hand, doesn't matter which hand, and we're gonna place our hand behind our head, and we're gonna gently stretch out our back and shoulder. So we stand up a little taller here, so we push the weight of our head into our hand, and we gently relax, and we notice our breathing is still low and slow. Now let's go ahead and open up here, continuing to stretch just about every joint in the body. I don't think we're missing a joint here. When we twist and we hold our hand up like this, we stretch and strengthen. Let's go ahead and switch hands. Wide hand here behind the head. Lean the head gently back into your hand. We're stretching our ankles, we're stretching our knees, we're stretching our hips, our spine, our shoulder, and our elbow, and our wrist, and our neck. Excellent. Coming back to center, perfect. We're gonna go ahead and take both of our hands here. You're welcome to always have one hand on the handlebar at all times, but I do want us to put our hands on our hips here and see if we can maintain our balance. And not gonna put our hands on our waist, we're gonna put our hands on our hips. And we're gonna have our hands gently on our hips here, and we're gonna hold here. We're gonna go in and feel our arms. We have an opportunity to put a little squeeze in our arms, and we also feel our wrists gently stretching here. Now stand in this power pose here while your rebounder massages you, strengthens you, stretches you, and while you calmly breathe. Again, you can absolutely have one hand on the handlebar at all times, and then every so many bounces, just switch hands and get your other wrist very gently stretched out here. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and take one hand and we're gonna reach back. And as we reach back, we're gonna stretch our back here. And so stand up with good posture, lean back just slightly as you reach back, and then reach your arm all the way behind you and up. And when you come forward, I want you to give your back a little hunch, and then place your hand on your handlebar, and let's switch sides. So you stay upright here, but you lean back to the side, gently twisting your body, lifting up, reaching all the way around, and beautifully stretching your spine and your shoulder and your back. Perfect. We're gonna go ahead and shrug our shoulders here and pull them down and lift up smoothly, smooth motion. Come back down, and then we're going to put both hands, if we can. You can always have one hand on the handlebar behind our head here, interlace the fingers, and then we're gonna stand up tall and feel balanced, okay? Just hold this pose here using your core and back to stand tall and strengthen and stretch your body. If you can push your head a little bit into your hands, that feels fantastic. Perfect. Let's go ahead and release gently and slowly and let go. You're doing so fantastic. At any point, if you want to take a break, you can always pause the video and come back and pick it up again later and have it be your daily goal to finish the class over the day. And you're also welcome to do this multiple times a day if this is feeling right for you. Let's go ahead and do some hip twisting here. So we like to have some mid bounces between each knee point. You are welcome to pick up the speed a little bit and have only one mid bounce between each knee point. When we do these knee points, we're deeply stretching the hips, we're stretching the knees, and we're stretching the feet and the ankles. Stand tall and relax. Again, this is more mid bounces here, making it very easy and sustainable. We come up onto the balls of our feet, engaging the calf muscles as well. And if you need more speed, then just have one mid bounce here, and then if you want to try taking up to no mid bounces, this is a wonderful way to rock back and forth and stretch the hips in such an efficient way. Also the knees and the ankles. We're still calmly nose breathing with our mouths closed and keeping our eyes relaxed. Now we need to keep that strong core. So again, it's a mind to muscle connection. And so we just need to be here in the present moment, feeling our core, because every time we push down into our resistance mat, by default, because gravity pulls us down, our abs contract. And then if we come in with our minds, we can get even more contraction, so we can strengthen our core further. We're also working our glutes here. If you are starting to feel with your mind, your whole body, every time you point your knee out, you're getting a little bit of a glute activation, stretching your hips all the way around. It feels amazing, and it's getting the job done. Perfect. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do some baby squats for mobility and for strength in the core and the legs. And it's so easy world here. So we just bend down and come back up ever so naturally, okay? So as you continue to strengthen your body, your squats will change over time. And so just do what comes naturally. If you notice you want to widen your stance a little bit, that is amazing. And then make sure that you keep your core strong here, so that you're using your support system here to stand up perfectly. Perfect. Excellent job. 5, we'll do 5 more. 4, nose breathing calmly, being with the whole body for every part of the squat. Last 2, excellent. And 1, perfect. And now let's baby bounce. I love baby bounce because it's recovery between any moves that we do that might work us a little bit more than the most gentle moves. And so we can baby bounce, and then it's like we reset our bodies back to normal. They strengthen immediately, and then we recover and strengthen, recover, and re-strengthen, and we recover. So it's beautiful. Let's go ahead and stop bouncing. We're gonna do our hip lifting and leaning. So this is strengthening for the ankles, the knees, the hips, everything. The core needs to be nice and strong, and then we stand tall. So we're gonna lean, and we're gonna lift up the foot, and we're going to pick up the foot to bend the hip, to strengthen the hips, and to also strengthen the core and the obliques. Wonderful. Let's do 2 more, and then I'm actually going to have us slip in some hip stretching here just to top it off. So now we're gonna just lean into the hips here and stretch the hips so beautifully. We're stretching the lower back as well. And I want you to go slowly here and feel. Feel your knees. Feel your feet and your ankles. Feel your lower back. Feel your core, all right? If you were to see your body in an X-ray machine, your bones would be beautifully gliding back and forth, your joints beautifully gliding back and forth, smoothly moving, stretching and strengthening. It would be fascinating to see that. I would just love it. All right, let's go ahead and do our reset health bounce here. Baby bounce, perfect. Standing tall, improving our posture, stretching our lower back just by standing tall. It helps to stretch the lower back. Perfect. We're gonna do some lung breaths really quickly, lung work and some lung breaths. Let's go ahead and take one hand off the handlebar, and we're gonna plug one nose, and we're gonna nostril, and we're gonna inhale and exhale out the same nostril. And then we're gonna switch fingers and switch nostrils. Inhale and exhale. Perfect. Let's do one more. Switch nostrils. Inhale. Continue to stand tall and baby bounce. Exhale and switch and exhale. Perfect. We're going to do, so go ahead and come back to normal breathing. We're going to do a breath hold. And so we're going to have you inhale through your nose, and then we're going to have you naturally exhale. You don't need to push any extra air out. Just come to a normal, natural exhale, and then hold your breath and see how many bounces you can comfortably do. And then as soon as you need air, you go ahead and breathe it in through your nose, okay? So let's inhale together. Exhale comfortably and hold. Whenever you need breath, come back in through your nose and relax. We're going to do this again, and this time when you when you hold your breath, I want you to relax your body and relax your mind even more. Let's inhale and exhale and hold. Inhale and relax, exhale. Relax your shoulders, relax your body, and breathe normally. Let's go ahead and do our lung breaths. So lung breaths are to lift one hand up at a time, and then we're gonna just do a forced exhale while we pull our elbow down. So lung breaths look like this. And yes, we are breathing out our mouths. This helps us to cleanse the lower lungs. So let's go ahead and do this together. And we're gonna do 3 on each side. We'll start with the right side or whichever side you're starting with. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. So it's just a quick exhale. Your body inhales naturally. So just push out the 3 times. Okay, let's do it again on this side. And we'll do 3. In 3, 2, 1. Just that little exhale push, so good for the lungs. I'm so proud of us all. All right, let's go ahead and go to a sit so that we can strengthen our bodies in the sit bouncing position. Another wonderful way to use our rebounders. So we're gonna gently step off of our rebounders. I like to straddle one handlebar. You're also welcome to have both of your feet and your legs between the handlebars, and then you can hold and be in perfect form and posture the entire time with hands on both sides of you or with hands in front of you here. If you've already strengthened your body enough to be able to bounce with no hands, that's fantastic as well. And so what we can do here when we do have the handlebar is to not hold it too tightly. We just want to have it here to keep us upright and to keep us in a mind to muscle connection. So the handlebar just helps us to do that. So we're bouncing here and we're feeling. Feel the core, feel the back, feel this amazing opportunity that we have to be on top of a resistance mat that's off of the ground. So wonderful. And then what I like to do is take one hand off and I like to twist open. Now again, you can have both hands on the handlebar at all times and just twist to one side, and then you can twist the other side, let go with one hand, or keep your hands on the handlebar. Another thing that's really cool to do as well is to take one hand and to have it on the mat next to you, but we want light hands because we don't want to have our wrist in a 90-degree bend and to put any tension on the wrist that might aggravate the wrist. But it does stretch and strengthen the wrist ever so gently to have your hand gently on your mat. So this can help you twist a little bit deeper, light fingers, sit tall, mouth closed, and then slowly come back, because again, we're going deep into these twists and every bounce counts, and so we don't need to rush every bounce in every position. So twist the other side. Go ahead and try the hand on the mat technique. Light hands, feel your back twisting, stretching, strengthening, elongating, and healing. Let's go ahead and come back here to center, Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and have you lean back. So you might need to adjust forward just a touch, and then we're gonna have you lean back and lift one leg up. If you are already more advanced, you're ready for both legs, you're welcome to lift both legs up and then drop. Now you don't have to bounce when you do these. You're absolutely welcome to just lean and lift, and this will be excellent for you. You will strengthen your body. You've got this beautiful soft mat here to roll your back on and your bum on, and so use it to your advantage. And then you also have this handlebar here to hold on to, and so that you're nice and safe and supported. If you can bounce just ever so slightly, you can always just put yourself into a little bit of a motion here. You can have your handlebar to help you to put yourself in the motion. Stand tall. Don't hold on too tight, but just have it here to support you. And then you can lift one leg up at a time. Of course, both hands can be on the handlebar here, whether you have them on both handlebars like this or just one, and then you can do alternating leg lifts. This is going to continue to stretch your hips and your back and other parts of your body, right? I mean, this is just beautiful. We're strengthening, I think, more so than stretching here. But the amazing thing with rebounding is that when we are rebounding, we're simultaneously stretching and strengthening always. Stretching is strengthening. Strengthening is stretching. And it's because we're in this constant 360-degree massage motion, this circle up and down, up and down, up and down. It's just spectacular. So I like to say, if you like to take any movement that you do in the day and bring it up on the rebounder, for example, well, I was gonna say flossing your teeth. That's a really cool way to just bounce and floss. But if you play other sports, if you like to do golf, right, you can come up. Let's go ahead and stand back up again here. We've done amazing sit bouncing. We're gonna use our handlebars to stand back up because there's no reason not to. And then I'm gonna wipe my feet off here because they might be a little dusty. So for example, if you do any other sports like golf, we can use the rebounder to strengthen our golf swing. And so we're already doing it just by completing this class daily because we're stretching and strengthening our spines. But if we wanted to go right into that golf swing and really help strengthen and stretch our backs in that specific way, then we can do the golf swing on the rebounder. And typically what I do is I do work at a little bit of a faster pace, and I usually just swing with one mid bounce between each swing. And so I know this might be a little bit advanced, but if you are already out there playing golf, it's possible that you're already at a more advanced place in your rebounding. And so you are lifting your arms and feeling your feet flatten into the mat with every lift. Your core is strong, your obliques are getting stretched, your back is getting stretched, your hips are getting stretched, and you are putting yourself in the golf swing motion. Perfect. If you like to swim, I encourage you to keep swimming. Use the daily rebounder class, this 20-minute class, to stretch and strengthen as the foundation of your trophy body, and then do the swimming strokes on your rebounder so that when you go into the pool, you just feel absolutely amazing. Continue to swim, okay, trophies? Swimming is a fantastic way to move your body. And so if there's any other things you like to do, walking, for example, make sure that you get on your rebounder before you go on your walks, and then even when you get home from your walks, and put yourself in this up and down massage motion, just to help your joints relax from the walk and also to prime your joints for the walk. And then of course you can also walk on your rebounder. Let's go ahead and all walk together. So we can walk just by easily pressing back and forth here and not really doing a walking movement, but if we did want to walk in a real walking movement, we absolutely could. And this actually helps to stabilize the core because now we're letting go of the handlebar and putting ourselves off balance. And so now we have to use our core to stay on our rebounders and be strong and stay in momentum and mind to muscle connection. And do you feel your abs working now? Your heart rate's coming up, your mouth is closed, and you're staying calm in your breathing. Beautiful. You can also bring your feet in more. You can always have your hands on the handlebar, always, okay? But if you do, make sure that you're noticing that it's so that you stay in perfect form. That's what this is a performance bar, okay? So now you can even hold longer because you have your hand on your handlebar instead of, right? So we use our handlebar to perform better. What a wonderful way to walk our bodies, and then we can take our walks outdoors as well, because let's all face it, we live in a beautiful earth here, and so going out and walking on the earth and walking around and exploring feels amazing and connects us to nature. We might not all live in a walk-friendly place, in a walk-friendly environment, and if we don't, then we have the rebounder to walk on. And so, even if you like jogging, you can strengthen the foundation of your body for your jogging. There's many other activities that we all can do, and we can rebound to enhance those activities. And so I hope that you had a wonderful class with me today. Make sure that you keep your mouth closed and nose breathe as much as possible, because it keeps the central nervous system calm. And so we want to do that. We want to lower our cortisol. We want to feel relaxed in the day. We want to relax our shoulders. We want to relax our eye muscles. We want to stand tall, and we want to feel our trophy bodies. And I know that bouncing every day helps us to connect to our bodies for the rest of the day. So it's wonderful to get this class in first thing in your day. Of course, you can have your coffee, you can do anything you want to do and then get to this class. But as the first thing, one of your main priorities to get to it first thing is a fabulous way to start your day. All right, trophies, have a wonderful rest of your day. Stand tall, be proud of yourself. I'm so proud of you. Give this video a like if this was your style, and then of course you can comment below and give me a check mark and write the date, or just write your name to help keep yourself accountable, and then I can see you checking in as well, which I love because it makes me feel like you are trying to keep connected with me, and I love that, and Stephanie loves that too. She's right here. And so we want to see you every day. Okay, trophies? Take care, lots of love, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Or Stephanie will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.